Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to this video. I wanted to record this very quickly to show the updated poly market odds. Trump's sitting at a 62% chance now. You see the margin here, 3.5 points from yesterday. Harris down 3.5 points. That is reflective of the 24-hour change. So 62.38, so roughly about where it started this morning. So going through the swing states here in North Carolina. Donald Trump leads 68% chance, 32 for Harris. That's come up. Again, North Carolina's looking really good for Trump. Georgia, 67-33 in favor of Trump. Georgia's come down slightly. Earlier, I got an update, said it was 70%. So, again, I guess I could see Georgia going down just a little bit. So, we have 67% in Georgia, 68% in North Carolina. And going over to Arizona, 78-22 for Trump. So great numbers there. Arizona's maintained 75-25 for quite a while now. Now Nevada has really shifted. It's down to 54-46 for Trump. This was a state that was roughly 60 to 6, or roughly at about 65-35 for the last week. It has quickly flipped in favor of Harris. In fact, Harris overtook the lead in Nevada just a couple of hours ago. Trump apparently has taken the lead back since. Again, don't take all of this with a grain of salt because this is really going to shift the rest of today and tomorrow. Looking at Florida, I'm just curious, 96% chance for Trump. Texas, 94% chance, no surprise there. Iowa, 82-18, so roughly about 80-20, which going off of that trash poll that was released over the weekend, not really surprised at that. Looking at Indiana, we know 98% for Trump, and Ohio, 96% for Trump, no surprise there. And I'm curious if any more swing states have gotten in play. Yeah, 82-18, Harrison, New Hampshire. That is maintained from this morning. Of course, we got some great early voting numbers in New Hampshire that obviously it might be in play, it might not be. We'll have to see the trends going into tonight. Virginia, it was, I believe, 90-10 this morning. Okay, so it's 91-9. So Harris is looking better and better in Virginia. Minnesota, 92% for Harris, so that's stayed the same, and 93% in New Mexico for Harris. That has stayed the same. I want to dive into the Rust Belt. Harris leads in Wisconsin. She was up yesterday. I believe it was 59-43, I think. Now it's 54-46, so still a toss-up. Wisconsin, yeah, I mean, I can see why it's currently a toss-up, just because of the early voting we've seen out of there. So, again, Wisconsin's going to be super close. Nevada's going to be super close. I talked about in my last video about Nevada and Wisconsin, about Wisconsin always underestimates Trump by a lot. Nevada, I talked about Trump leading by about half a point right now, so that Nevada could be close. Michigan, 61-39 in favor of Harris. No surprise there. Of course, I talked about in my last video, Michigan is the most liberal out of all the Rust Belt states, so no surprise there. Pennsylvania, 58-42. Pennsylvania's gone up and down. It was 60-40 a few hours ago. Now, Pennsylvania has maintained at least 56-44 the past few days, including over the weekend when we had that big fake Harris surge because of that trash Iowa poll. So 58-42 for Trump there. So scrolling down here, you can see the states in more specific detail, and I apologize for my reflection in the background that you can see in my laptop, so I apologize for that. So you can see there, 78-22 Arizona, Georgia 67. So obviously the total amount down here is going to be a little bit different from the actual map, and then you can see the actual numbers down here at the bottom a little bit better of where poly market currently stands as of right now. And I'm trying to see if I can scroll down any more to take a look at the Senate race. It does not, it appears my laptop has frozen. So let me see if I can click on this page here on politics, maybe pull up the Senate race real quick. Don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. So again, I apologize. But again, I will say regarding the Senate race in Ohio, we saw the odds for the Senate over the weekend go down to 78%. We saw Democratic nominee Sherrod Brown, and you can see my laptop just crashed. So I apologize for that. Let me put my phone down for just a second here, and I'll see if I can log back in and give you the updated Senate race odds. Just give me bear with me here. So anyways, I was saying about Ohio. Sherrod Brown briefly took the lead over the weekend in Ohio, and that shifted the betting odds in Polymarket for the Senate and briefly to Brown. That's why I think you saw the odds go down in terms of Ohio for the Senate. And last I saw, Bernie Moreno was up. The updated balance of power, now on my page reloaded, you can see there balance of power 38-26 Republicans. So it's roughly stayed about 40-25. So going down here, trying to see the updated, let me go back up here. And again, bear with me for just a second when I can get back to where I need to be to take a look at the updated Senate race. You see, so the odds just went down in the last couple of minutes. 61 now for Trump. It was 63, 38 for Harris. And we'll scroll down here. You can see, again, the list of the states. Pretty much no change there. Okay, this is what I wanted to look at. Down here, the presidency, you can see, is on the verge of lean Republican. The Senate, 82% likely. The House is a complete toss-up at this point. Let me go back up and click on the Senate race here. Okay, so here we go, 82-18. I'm curious about this Ohio race. You can see, okay, 63-37 Moreno. I believe it was yesterday. It was down to, it actually was Brown, I think, 53-46, and that quickly evaporated back to Moreno. So that's why you saw the Senate odds briefly go down to 78. Now they're back up to 82. I can definitely see that. Looking at some key races, Texas, 83-17 Cruz over Aldred. You can see Florida, Rick Scott with a commanding lead. Yeah, that's not going to be close. Montana, Tim Sheehy over John Tester, 82-18. So that's looking really, really good. Yeah, so definitely for the Senate, the Senate's definitely going Republican. At least 51-49 for the majority. Now, of course, the Rust Belt states are toss-ups. But Polymarket's not really reflective of that, which is a little bit surprising. But it would not surprise me if we did have some, or at least one upset in the Rust Belt. But it definitely looks like for the Senate, it's going to be at least 51-49 with Montana and West Virginia. Potentially 52-48 if Moreno is able to win Ohio. And looking at Nebraska, looks like Deb Fischer is going to win. I know that race in the past few weeks has gotten a little bit tight. So that's the updated Senate and presidency odds in Polymarket. Now, obviously, it's going to change throughout the rest of the day and especially into the night and overnight. It's going to change a lot. So that is the update that I have for you. And by the way, I just want to say, lastly, I started doing these videos about a month ago. It's been a lot of fun this year. And again, I know I've only been doing this for about the last 30 days, but it's been fun. It really, really has, to be able to do these videos. And of course, you know, I wasn't really a political guy 4 years ago, and even beyond that. But I think this again has been very helpful. I hope it's been helpful for you to watch these videos, hear my analysis. And please let me know by either subscribing to my channel or hitting the like button if you have enjoyed these analysis of the 2024 election race. You can, and also if you hit the like button or subscribe, if you would be interested in me doing these kind of videos for the 2028 presidential election and even beyond that, definitely hit the like button or subscribe to my channel if you would also like me to do that as well. I think it would be awesome if I was able to do that. Obviously, not within the last 30 days of a 2028 presidential election, but maybe start doing those videos once we get maybe into June or July of that year. Once we have some future debates, and then I can go over with you all the Polymarket odds at that time, as well as what the polls indicate, and we'll prepare for the 2028 presidential election at that time. So again, please like or subscribe if you would like me to do those videos moving forward in presidential election cycles. Again, thank you so much for watching these videos for this presidential election cycle. Even though it's been only 30 days, I really have enjoyed it, and it means a lot to me to get any feedback that you have. So have a great rest of your day and week.